Hey guys, thank you so much for being here. In this video, I'll be giving you a little brief with regards to what's going to happen in the program Crack the Cash Code. This is going to happen on 22nd and 23rd of August 2026. And, the timing is going to be from 12 p.m. to 5:30 in the evening with adequate breaks. Now, let us get into the real, the cake of what's going to happen inside this advanced money session. Let me give you a little bit of understanding as to how I've created this, all right? All these years of me understanding money, doing my business, doing my business actively and not, being passive in my business, understanding the depths of money, understanding the energy and the flow in which I manifest money, and understanding the, galtiyan that people do with money. I have created 11 aspects that can, completely change the game of how you look into money and how you attract money in your life and how do you keep money and grow it as well. Okay. So I'll tell you the content that I'm going to, teach you in the next 2 days of the session. It's going to be, 90% of my deep experience and the downloads that I've had for you guys to teach you. Next, it's going to be a little bit of mix of the knowledge that I've gained from my mentors and trainers, Dr. Joe Dispenza, Tony Robbins, and a little bit from Dr. Gaurav Dekka. So let's get started because I'll be telling you the 11 aspects that we are going to deeply discuss in the next 2 days of the session. Okay. So it's going to be 11 aspects at the same time, a lot of visualization, a lot of meditation, a lot of inner work, journaling that we are going to do, a lot of process and strategies that we are going to establish for your life and your businesses that you have. And, let's get started. At least I'll give you a brief with regards to what's going to, the 11 aspects, how are they going to look like? Okay. So let's straight head into it. The first aspect of money is, money and pleasure. Now, what do I mean by this? Okay, I'm not going to get into, any provocative conversation over here, but then I want to give you a little idea with regards to money signifies freedom. Okay, money signifies becoming more and more authentic to yourself. Yeah, and pleasure also signifies being the most authentic, raw version of yourself. If we are someone who kind of shuts our, inner identity of, how we want to experience pleasure in our life, how we want to feel, the sexual energy inside of us, if we have stopped it, if we have not used it well, or if we have used it in a wrong way, that can, directly affect your money energy. Okay. The more we embrace our pleasure, the more we are in tune with ourselves and the energy of money, because that makes us the most authentic. This is something that I've learned from Dr. Gaurav Dekka, and this blew my mind when I deeply understood this and how I've also applied it in my own life. But I never consciously realized it. And when I heard about this concept, I was like, mind blown. We'll be doing a very powerful activity where we'll be working on our sacral chakra, our survival center, deep survival center. Okay. Money brings us safety. Yeah. And our sacral chakra uh, also needs a lot of safety. So we are going to work on that very deeply. It's going to change and open up, a lot of energy inside of you. Okay. It's going to align you for your abundance and for your growth and prosperity. Now, coming to the second aspect of money, that is money and ego. Okay. Your ego is something that can make you a lot of money. Your ego is something that can help you crash all the money and everything that you have built. All right. Your ego is something that can stop you from making, abundance and creating a lot of wealth in your life. Because I know a lot of people who stop themselves because of their sense of entitlement, where they would not want to maybe sell, they don't want to look a certain way in front of the world, they don't want to start their businesses, they want to be comfortable in wherever they are, not because they don't have talent or not because they have less capacity, but the ego is so high, and we have been, conditioned like that. The matrix has been such that our egos get super high, and we do not let ourselves, be in a flow state of creating abundance. Abundance is flow, abundance is not rigid, but ego is rigid. So we are going to, do a silent ego death. Okay, this is going to help you to embrace who you really are and help you to flow and create a lot of abundance for yourself. That brings me to aspect three, that is money and your ancestors. Let me tell you something. You belong to a system. You're not an individual. Okay. If you consider that you're just an individual and things just happen into your life because of only your deeds, your karma, that is something that's a very limited thought process. You are a part of a system. Okay, and just like our body is not an individual brain, or it's not individual eyes, right? It's a total system. Like you have a reproductive system, you have a respiratory system, you have a digestive system, you have a skeletal system. Okay, so and the lot of systems become your body, and you exactly like that, you belong to a family system and a certain type of energy. And you, as the fact that you are one of the youngest generations, there are a lot of people above you who have created a certain sense of energy, a certain story for your system. Okay, and that directly affects us. Okay, but unconsciously, you might not consciously want to take it up, but unconsciously it does affect us a lot. That is the reason why we are going to get in touch with the energy of our system. We are going to, work through the energy, the stories, and we are going to change it. We are going to heal the energy and the pain that has been attached to money, especially when it comes to Indian families and the generations above us. They have struggled a lot with money. They have seen a lot of failures. They've seen a lot of struggles. They've also seen, they've also had survival problems, right? So many people have seen getting cheated on because of money. Okay. So that is the reason why the energy around money and the conversations around money have been, toxic. That is why we are going to heal that money energy. We have to heal an ancestral pain. We have to, let go of it so that we can create a lot of abundance. Once we can tap into that, once we can heal the pain of our ancestors around money, we will, unlock a big channel of abundance into our lives. Okay, all the money that your ancestors wanted to actually make, or they wish they should enjoy so much abundance, it is your responsibility now, it's your gift now to kind of bring it all back. Okay, make so much of abundance and like literally free your ancestors. Yeah, so this is your responsibility now to break the generational curses of money. We are going to do extremely powerful family system and the work around generational money curses. Okay, next brings me to number four, the fourth aspect of money, that is money and father. Your mother has brought you in the world, and your father is someone who's taken you out in the world, right? You see money with the lens of your father first. Okay, the relationship that your father has with money is directly proportional to how you look into money, and what is your relationship with money, what your relationship actually becomes with money. Okay, unconsciously you kind of repeat the same patterns, even though you would want to believe a different story now, even though you would want to not repeat the problems that your dad might have created when it comes to money, still unconsciously you follow the same blueprint. Okay, we are going to do a lot of father healing, father wound healing, so that we are going to change the money energy for ourselves. Okay, very important. Once we can unlock this, this is also going to be like super powerful and whole for yourself. Okay, you're going to become more whole of who you are, and you're going to actually balance the entire system. Okay, like excuse me, like as I said, you are a part of a system, right? And the energy of money is disbalanced. What will you do? The thing that you're going to do is you're going to bring the energy more into balance now, the money energy more into balance in your system once you're doing this work. Okay, and the results are going to be insane, incredible. And by the end of the video, I'll be also sharing with you a little bit of results of myself, so that it just excites you even more. Okay, next, money and mother. Okay, with regards to money, I want to tell you something. With regards to money, the amount of money that you receive, or the relationship, the emotions that you feel with money, comes directly from your mother. All right. If you are someone who had a mother who is very fearful, or someone who feared money a lot, yeah, who saved up a lot, all right, then you also have a same story, have the same emotion with money, even though you might want to act different, but the emotions kind of trickle down. Yeah, the same, the nurture. If your mom like really was scared of money, you don't feel that money is here to save you, to protect you, but you feel like money is something that is dangerous for you, for your nervous system. We're going to change all of it. We need to change all of it if we want to unblock all the pathways of money and abundance into our life. We need to unblock all of these things. All right. Next, brings me to one of the most important aspects of money. That's number 6 aspect, that is called money and neglect. Um, if you're someone who was always sidelined, maybe by your cousins, maybe by your family as a child, or maybe by your friends. All of your friends were together, you would be in this side. You did not have enough friends, and you saw that you were neglected. You were neglected maybe by your parents, by your initial caregivers, by your teachers. Then this emotion kind of trickles down into your self worth. And the more neglected you feel, the more you neglect yourself, and the more you neglect yourself, you're not going to do every single thing to create a sense of freedom in your life. And you're not going to put in all the efforts to resolve your problems of money. Okay, if you've ever felt neglected, you already have a money block, and you really need to work on it. Okay, this one emotion needs to be resolved. Next aspect is money and responsibility. Okay, if you're someone who you know is a little scared of responsibility, if you're someone who wants to take responsibility, but you've been always said that you're not responsible enough, you don't do things well, you always fumble things, right? Then you have an identity where it says that you are irresponsible, and it has nothing to do with how much money you make, but how you actually keep and grow your money. Okay, I have seen so many people who make a lot of money. At the same time, it takes them no time to lose it all. It takes them no time to spend it all and not grow money at all, because they live with this identity of irresponsibility. They don't have a money earning problem, they have a money growing problem. Okay, trust me when I say this, I was there as well. I never had a problem of making money, as in after I started my business. Of course, before that, I did have a problem of making money as well. At the same time, I did not have a you know capacity to save, store, and grow my assets, right? And then I had to work on this particular aspect of responsibility, where I have always been said that I'm very irresponsible at the same time, which is absolutely untrue. Absolutely untrue. All right. So I worked on it, and I have a very different idea with regards to what I want to do with my money now. Okay, I want to tell you something. When it comes to money, a lot of specifically a lot of people, when it comes to businesses who are into coaching, okay, mindset coaching and life coaching, manifestation, and other businesses as well. The fact that you're learning all of it and you see so many influences on Instagram, you see so many quotes on Instagram, that you know what, you are abundant and you can make money anytime. Yeah, everyone would have heard of this particular example, that there was this person, billionaire guy, and this person lost all money, and he says that, you know what, I can make everything back because I am abundant, which is true, which absolutely is true. At the same time, I've seen so many people who make money, lose it, make money, lose it. It's like you have a hole in your pocket and you make money and you lose it. It is because number one, you live with this identity of irresponsibility, and then you get into a forced belief system that is created around and on social media, that you need to go travel, or you need to go buy this, do that for a social symbol, right? That creates a lot of disturbance in your money energy. You need to have absolute priority. You should be clear with regards to what your priorities are when it comes to money. Okay, is it traveling? If yes, then how do you allocate it? How are you making it? Okay, and how much are you investing? How much are you saving? Okay, how much are you building for yourself? All right, I don't want you to be a broke uh, good money making broke entrepreneur. Okay, who makes a lot of money but is not able to save anything. Yeah, so I want you to build a certain sense of responsibility inside yourself. Okay, emotion of responsibility, identity of responsibility. You're already responsible. Okay, if you think about it, you take good care of yourself, your business, and a lot of things. But then, if you have an identity of responsibility, it's directly going to affect your money. Okay, and your business. Next is it comes down to this particular aspect called money and identity. Okay, identity and self-worth. So the kind of money that you make is directly proportional to the self-worth that you have. If you don't have good enough self-worth, absolutely you cannot charge more. Absolutely you will be terrified to talk about your services. Absolutely you would not be showing up powerfully, talking about what you truly believe in. Okay, now you know what, when it comes to a lot of business owners, the only problem is people take it so personally when they either, if they don't do a sale, or if they had a low month, they take it so personally, and that is something that repeats itself in the next month, in the next month, and for most of the period of time, they kind of live in that identity that no one buys from me, or I'm not good enough, because it is coming directly from their self-worth. Okay, the more you can develop your self-worth, the more you will be able to show up in the world as if you are someone who can change everyone's life, who cross your path. Okay, and who take your services. So that is, that's how it is, because you shouldn't be someone who takes away the opportunity of people to take your services or be around you, and they make a lot of money, right? You shouldn't take away that opportunity from them, and also you shouldn't take away the opportunity of you to make a lot of money. That is the reason why you have to show up for yourself, need to develop your self-worth, so that you have a natural sense of energy inside of you, rather than you procrastinating. Because if you're procrastinating, if you're lazy, that's a direct message that there is some energy disbalance, there's a belief system problem, and you are not in the right state of mind to take actions. Okay, it's not that you are lazy, but it's a belief system problem. Maybe you're thinking that you're not good enough and people are not going to buy from you. Okay, but then there will be someone who needs you desperately in this moment. It's also comes from ego as well. Like you want to start something, you believe in something, but you don't start it because you feel like people will judge you. Okay. Or people, what will people say? What will my colleagues say? Yeah. But then there is someone desperately wanting to kind of, you know, work with you in whatever product or service that you create. Right. So that is what it is. Next, very important, very very important, when you have worked on so many of your aspects deeply. Okay, now that I'm telling it in just 5-10 minutes, but then we are going to give 1 hour or half an hour, 45 minutes or 1.5 hours to, you know, the aspects in like whatever time it is required, and we're going to go so deep into each and everything. Okay, now the next pointer is money and rest slash trust. Okay, rest and trust. There have been so many moments where in my business where I could have panicked the fuck out of myself because if I do a high ticket closing or I do a high ticket sales call, whatever it is, making like multiple six figure sales calls, I should be, if I did not have enough identity, I would be someone who would be panicking, who would be, checking the phone all the time that, did the payment come through? Did it happen? Did it not happen? But I've cracked this code that the only thing that you need to do is show up, tell what you offer, tell them how their life is going to change, and then take a step back, rest, relax, trust, because money is your most loyal friend. Okay, money is never going to betray you, money is never going to cheat you. Okay, money always shows up for you. All right, the revenue that I want to make in my business is going to come through either this or through someone else. Whatever it is, money always shows up for me. That is the belief system that I have. And once I'm done with any sales call or any group session, after which I take people to another membership or any other session, any other program, I'm the the most chill person that you'll ever see, because I just know that I've done my work and my money will come through. All right. And it always does. It always shows up. Okay. I'm resting, I'm watching Netflix, and huge chunks of, credits come in, and I smile because I know money shows up for me. Okay. Because I have put in the right kind of value also into the world, and it's going to come in. Okay. My right people get activated. Next, that is something that I would definitely want you to learn, how to rest, how to trust after you've got your work done, and see the abundance flow in. All right, it's beautiful. I've tried it over and over again. It works every single time. Okay, next is money and the quantums. Okay, money is an energy, money is definitely a frequency. It is an emotion. If you tap into abundance, you're going to see it flow. You're going to unlock multiple possibilities of abundance flowing in magical ways that you might not even expect. So we'll be going a little deeper into the quantum science of money this time. Okay, I'll be teaching you the exact, how do you do your manifestation rituals, so that you exactly know what is your cycle of manifestation. Okay, like after how many days you're going to call in money, after how many days money actually comes in, and how much chunk does it come in. Also, how do you reduce the cycle length? Okay, how can you increase your manifestation cycle? That is what I'll be telling you, I'll be teaching you. It's going to be super fantastic. Okay, next is the final aspect, the 11th aspect is money and strategies. Very important. Okay, very important. A little less important than your belief system, than your energy, than your trust in yourself and in the money energy, but still very important. If you don't have a structure, where are the organs going to go? Okay, it needs to come in a certain structure, right? So that it can function in the most optimal way in your body. That is how You're going to structure your life, your business in a certain way so that money flows in the right direction. Otherwise, it's just going to go haywire. Okay. So we are going to work on 4 powerful strategies when it comes to money. Okay. Powerful structures. Number 1, the first structure that I'll be teaching is the CTFAR process and the model, the CTFAR model, okay, where it is definitely a mindset model, all right, where we are going to understand how you're thinking, how you're feeling, and what you're doing with money. Okay, what you're doing when you have those thoughts, feelings, and what are your results that comes out. What we are going to do is we are going to understand what the result that you want to create, and then we will curate and formulate your thoughts, feelings, beliefs, and actions. Okay, so that you change yourself. You just know when you are not in the model, you know how to come back to the model and create the result that you want to create. Okay, you need to follow a model, a structure, so that you can get what you want. All right, next model that we are going to talk about is the generational trauma work. Okay, a little bit of work around, you know, the generational the trauma healing thing, so that, you know, the stories that you speak, the models that you're working on with regards to money, it changes overall. All right, the statements, the sentences, the beliefs, okay, that you have, it completely goes away. It is a very powerful model that we'll be working on. The third model that we are going to create is called the wealth container. We'll be creating your wealth container. There are 5 steps, the 5 layers to wealth container, and we will be creating each and everything. All right, we'll be going deep into each and every layer, and I'll be talking about every layer in the session itself. Okay, 5 layers to wealth container, and we'll be creating your wealth container. Okay, your current wealth container might not serve you. We will be creating a new one that actually serves you. You will be a right container to hold the money, hold the abundance, and create more. Okay, next, the final strategy that we are going to work on is the money leak process. Okay, there will be a, you know, so many points in your life, you know, belief systems, actions, where you're actually leaking money. We are, you know, letting the money be on the table and not taking it. Okay, if you're doing a business, then there will be many leak points that you might not be aware of as well. So we will be talking about that. We'll be healing each and every leak as well. Okay, now this is a little bit of gist with regards to what's going to happen and more. There are going to be more things that are going to happen. I'm downloading even more things, and we have so many days to the session. I will be doing so many deep activities, so many concepts to learn, and we're going to take our money energy, the trust that we have with money, to another level. All right. As I healed all of these things, I have created 6-figure days, multi 6-figure days. I have helped my clients create 6-figure days, you know, multi 6-figure months. So when you attend this particular session, come with an open heart, come with an open energy, with an open mind, and see how your life changes. Okay, see how you know, just light up after the session. Okay, super, all the best. I can't wait to help you make a lot of money this year. Okay, because if you don't take action after these 2 days, you will feel like an absolute stupid and an idiot, that how the hell can I not take action, because now I know everything, every single thing. Okay, thank you so much, you guys. I'll see you in Crack the Cash Code session, 22nd, 23rd. If you haven't registered yet, the link is, you know, in the description of this video, and I'll see you super soon. Thank you so much.